DramaMeans, here to sing, movie shows and all.
Welcome to DramaMeans, a very special video episode, micro podcast that I'm affectionately calling Mel Rants.
It's not ranting. It's ranting. There are just some things that I wanted to get off my chest. So I want to complain a little bit about it. I think by now, everyone has seen that they officially announced that they're doing season 2 of The Only One, which is a 2024 Taiwanese BL. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I hate it, and it's not that I don't think that there should be a season 2. I just think that, for a while, 2-3 weeks after it finished airing, there has been a petition going on just pleading for the production to have a season 2. And I did not sign this petition.
But it's not that uncommon for a show's fans to go, hey, we love the show, we want more of it, right? Like, that's not that uncommon.
I'm not mad that fans want a season 2. I'm not mad that they're doing a season 2. I'm mad that this literally was shot and filmed with the intention of doing season 2. And then the fans are like, oh no, we need to beg them. We need to freaking grovel to get season 2. I'm like, no, guys, no. They literally gave us half a product with the intention of making us beg to have the other half of a product. And then we fell right into that freaking trap.
So you're saying they Dune 1'd us?
Yes.
I'm looking at you, Dune, a 3-hour, 17-page script. I'm looking at you, Dune, that had no character development and was basically just Act 1 and made me sit there for 3 hours. And I will never, ever watch Dune 2 because I was ripped off by Dune 1. And it's 3 hours I will never get back. Okay, my rant over.
Yes. So as we said in the Alienoid episode, is they split one movie into 2 movies because it was a cash grab, because they had big names in the project and they just wanted more money. And it's the same thing with The Only One. They knew they were going to get your money, and they knew you're going to come back and give them more money for the other half of the project. And it's so blatantly like trying to get your money and like just building up that like anticipation for season 2 that they didn't feel like they needed to give you a full product. So the way that they structured this story, the full 12 episodes that they gave you for the season 1 drama is basically just Act 1. They didn't give you a complete story. They literally ended it where one of them finally realizes that they are having romantic feelings for the other.
It's a long time, 12 episodes to get to that point. I mean, this is just setup at this point.
Exactly.
There's no story here. This is just crossing the very first threshold. Again, should happen on like page 17 of a feature and page like 5 of a TV pilot.
Exactly. And so they just had to rinse and repeat with one character. The one character that was like really upset that there's a newcomer and his like ranking in like the English test and like in the class dropped because of the newcomer. So then he hires other people to bully him, and then he hires more people to like mess with the teacher. And it's just like, okay, we've seen this. You need either more obstacle, something new, and actually like has forward progression than just repeating it over and over and over again. It's blatant, like, I need to elongate this so we can do a season 2.
Right, they wanted more runway. They wanted enough runway to be able to go, okay, we have a season 1 that people will love because the actors and the chemistry and all the stuff, the cheap fan thrills, and that'll get people excited enough to go online and then beg us for a season 2. And then maybe we'll give you the next part of our story.
Yeah.
But do we really trust them at this point to give us an actual story after you wasted our time for 12 episodes?
Well, they'll give us a story, and they apparently guaranteed the fans that it's going to be a happy ending, which is like, okay, thanks for, I know people
Spoiler alert.
Exactly. Like, before you even shoot the thing, or maybe they even shot it already and they're just, you know, putting that bait out there for you guys. So you're like little puppy dogs, like running around chasing after them, which is fine. If that makes you happy and that's fun for you, go ahead. But I just don't want to be jerked around, you know, and it's such like a production company little tactic to play with the fans.
We should expect more. Like, we should demand more. Like, back in the day, something only got a sequel if the first movie or first series was good enough to warrant a sequel. No one planned a franchise. No one went into Terminator 1 going, well, you know what's going to be great? Terminator 5. No, they made Terminator 1 and people went nuts. And they went, wow, how can we take this and tell a new and interesting story? And now it's just, how can we set up the audience here to give them just enough of a nibble that they want more? And we've gotten so used to it, we are now begging online for more punishment. And we should just demand better. We should demand better. Like, we can't reward this kind of shit.
Exactly. And this is the thing. They no longer need to put that much effort into it because they know you're going to come crawling back, and they'll just give you, all they need to give you is a happy ending. The middle part, they probably don't even care about. And it's just up to the actors to sell the product, which is fine because the two actors are fucking phenomenal. They're great. But again, we are letting the quality of the acting guide us and blind us to see that the product is insufficient. And this is like you going to a restaurant and you're ordering a full pizza and they bring you half a pizza. And then you're like, well, I ordered a full pizza. I want my other half a pizza. And they're like, hey, well, if you're good, I'll give you the other half. And then you're like, oh, please, I really want my other half of pizza. Please, can you give it to me? And then they're like, okay, well, if you're good enough, sure, I'll guarantee you get a second half of pizza sometime later. And then you're like sitting there for hours waiting for your other half of pizza because you fully went in ordering one full pizza.
This is the worst pizza shop in the world.
Exactly.
This makes me angry.
So this is how this production company has offered the only one to us. And then we're here literally begging for it. And it's just like, God, can we like think better? Can we see all this, the ploys that are coming out? Like, I don't know. So I was really disappointed in the fans actually, because we all fell for it. And it's just like, we really want to like open our eyes and see what like we're being manipulated to do. So yeah, that's what I wanted to rant about. And I know people are gonna fucking hate me and they're gonna like, well, if you guys even see this video, whatever, but like
someone will see it and there'll be hate coming our way. We can feel it already.
Yeah, anyway. But that's what I think. I'm not hating on the actors. I'm not even hating on the real content. Like, you know, the emotions were there. It was way too late because they put a lot of fluff in. It's like just filler. But I'm just like mad at the production company for really jerking the fans around and just playing their little games. And I fucking hate games, man. Like board games I like.
I'm glad you cleared that one up.
Well, I mean, you know, board games.
Except Monopoly. We'll never play Monopoly again.
Shut up. We don't need to know about my Monopoly breakdown. But anyway, that's a whole different story.
But I think what you're saying is it's not that you don't want people to like the first one. It's that we should just demand better. We should be having a higher standard. And it feels like our standards keep getting eroded. And the only reason they're being eroded is for money, is for a company to be able to produce more episodes. And honestly, filmmaking and storytelling is a privilege. It's an art, and you're lucky if you get to do it. But the quality of your work should have to earn more opportunities, not just inevitable, like, well, we'll do the first movie and then we'll do the sequel, or we'll do the first series and then we'll do the sequel. No, we have to like it first. It has to be great first, and then we'll tell you if we want more of it.
Yeah.
And when we're tricked into doing that, it feels like there's been some wool pulled over our eyes, and it's just not a fun feeling. And I think everyone should get really used to watching stuff and going, you know what, I love the actors, but this wasn't a product. This wasn't a full thing. I want more.
Yeah. Also, apparently there's been a huge debate online about which is better, The Unknown or Unknown or The Only One. And I will tell you right now, Unknown is 100 times better.
100 times better. You heard it here.
Yep.
You should probably go listen to the DramaMeans podcast episode on Unknown.
Yes, definitely. Anyway, so bye. I will see all that hate coming my way because I know that what I'm saying is not the public opinion, but I am telling you my opinion. And it is my opinion.
Well, thanks for listening to Mel Rants.
Have a good day.
You don't mean it.
I do. I do. I want you all to have a good day. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you on our normal podcast.